everybody, I hope you're having a great week. You know, this past week in our message and throughout this whole message series, we've been talking a lot about anxiety and the struggles with that. You know, it's funny because in Philippians chapter 4, the Apostle Paul writes, "Do not be anxious about anything." I don't know about you, but I have a hard time reading those words because I turn on the news and I see this stuff going on around us, and sometimes my life is full of so much worry, it's hard to not be anxious. Are you with me on that? And then you read this and you think, okay, Paul, what in the world do you mean, do not be anxious? But he gives us the how-to. Do not be anxious. Why? This is in Philippians chapter 4. He says, don't be anxious about anything, because in everything, listen to this, by prayer and petition, covered in thanksgiving, he writes, bring your petitions to God. What Paul is saying here is we should not be anxious about anything because we are more focused on who we are being with than what is going on around us. You know, when we come to God, you know, what's going on in your life? Are you bringing it to God on a regular basis, or are you just staying up late with all the worries and concerns of the world, just overwhelming and beating you down and beating you down and beating you down? See, the Bible says, don't try to face that on your own. Don't just sit around and just allow those thoughts to consume you to the point to where you're overwhelmed with anxiety, but just stop and bring your prayers, bring your petitions, bring your anxiety, your worries, your fears, your concerns to God, coupled with thanksgiving. Don't forget that important part, because thanksgiving gives us the opportunity to see how God's already working. And it says that when we do that, when we bring our prayers and our petitions to God, all of our anxiety, all of our worry, the Bible says, Paul writes, the peace of God, which transcends all of our understanding, will come into your life and will guard your hearts. You see, what Paul is saying here is, I know it's hard to see how God can give you peace. I know it's hard to see how God's ways can actually work out. It just doesn't make sense. But Paul says, hey, trust me. His peace and his goodness and his ways and his wisdom is far above your understanding and your comprehension. But that's where we just have to come to the ability to trust. And when we trust him, we will experience his peace that, you know what, I just can't put words to it. I can't explain it. You just have to experience it. And the only way you'll experience it is when you're up late at night and you have all the worry overwhelming you, all the anxious thoughts consuming your heart. In that moment, go to God. Give it to him. Start thanking him for the ways that he has come through, and ask him to come through on the ways that you just don't know how things will work out. And watch his peace come over into your life in ways that you cannot even comprehend, in ways that we can't even understand. I hope you have a great rest of the week. I hope you experience God today and this week, and I hope to see you again on Sunday. God bless.